Hiya, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I'd love to know why people simp over Rockstar Games profits. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Now this live stream is a follow-up to my previous Rockstar Games discussion, where I spoke about how Rockstar Games are the laziest company in the video game industry. They literally have not released a new game in 5 years. All they've released since 2018, since Red Dead Redemption 2, are remasters. And we all know how the GTA trilogy, the definitive edition, turned out, and we now know what they're doing with Red Dead Redemption 1, just re-releasing it. It's not a remaster, it's not a port. Anyway, that was my previous Rockstar Games discussion. This discussion, I would love to know why people simp on Rockstar Games profits. Whenever I speak out against Rockstar Games, a lot of the time, the reaction is from people who just completely and utterly simp all over Rockstar Games, in particular, simp over the profits that they make, mostly with GTA 5 and GTA Online. Newsflash: Rockstar Games are not going to love you back. They did, they would have released a new game by now. So no matter how hard you simp on Rockstar Games profits, they're not going to love you back. I mean, you'd swear these people have shares in Rockstar Games. You'd swear these people financially benefit from Rockstar Games profits. Well, I don't. I'm just a gamer who likes to play new games, who loved to play the original Grand Theft Auto on PS1, the expansion pack, Grand Theft Auto London, the sequel, Grand Theft Auto 2, which all released 3 GTA games on PS1. I loved to play the new GTA games on PS2, GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and I enjoyed playing 4 and 5 on PS3. All of those games made Rockstar Games a lot of profit. But did I financially benefit from that profit? No, I did not. And a lot of the people who simp over Rockstar Games profits, they don't financially benefit from Rockstar Games profits either. So it's just hilarious when they just simp so much over Rockstar Games and their profits. And some of the things they say, it's just so funny. Wacky, that's why I never care for Rockstar nor their games. I wouldn't blame you, considering how lazy and greedy they are. And as always, Wacky Wacko, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing today? Welcome to my other Rockstar Games discussion live stream, where I'm asking the question, why do people simp over Rockstar Games profits? It's like they're obsessed with how much money GTA 5 and GTA Online has made Rockstar Games. Look at how many copies of GTA 5 We're sold. Look at how much revenue GTA Online makes. Come on, Johnny, let's simp over Rockstar Games profits. No, I don't care. I just do not care how much money Rockstar Games make. It doesn't benefit me in any way. It doesn't. Maybe it would benefit me if they had used that profit to actually make a new game. Then it would benefit me. But releasing half-arsed ports of old games does not benefit me as a gamer. Now, if you have shares in Rockstar Games, and if you financially benefit from the profit, that's cool. Good on you. But a lot of these people who are simping over Rockstar Games profits do not financially benefit from Rockstar Games profits. Some of these people who simp over Rockstar Games profits, their defense, so to speak, of why Rockstar Games haven't released a new game in 5 years, and their defense for Rockstar Games milking GTA 5 for literally a decade, it's quite hilarious. Why would they release a new game, Johnny? They're making so much money off GTA 5 and GTA Online. What incentive do they have to make a game? I don't know, maybe having respect for their consumers? I mean, the logic is hilarious. Their logic is, if a company continues to make money off of one game, why should they make another game? Okay, why should Nintendo make a new Mario Kart game, considering how successful Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is? It's still in the UK video game charts. It's still selling like crazy. So maybe Nintendo shouldn't release a new Mario Kart game. But we all know that's not going to happen. Like, obviously, Nintendo cares about making money, like Rockstar Games. But unlike Rockstar Games, Nintendo and other companies who continue to make money off their games, like Square Enix continue to make revenue from Final Fantasy 14 all these years later. That game has been around for over 10 years, I believe. Square Enix continue making money off of Final Fantasy 14, but have Square Enix stopped making Final Fantasy games? No. Will Nintendo stop making Mario Kart games just because of the success of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? No, of course not. Of course they're going to make a new Mario Kart game for the Switch 2. Could even launch with the Switch 2. Who knows? So, of course, it's a company's goal to make money. But unlike Rockstar Games, the majority of companies in the video game industry respect their consumers enough to actually release new games. So this defense of why would Rockstar Games release a new game when they're making so much money off GTA 5 and GTA Online is just quite pathetic and quite hilarious. I mean, I can understand the point that a company wants to make money, as I said, but also, as I said, at least most companies respect their consumers enough to release new games while making money off one game. As I mentioned, Square Enix continue to make revenue and make profit off of Final Fantasy 14 online. Nintendo sold 18 million copies of Tears of the Kingdom in 2 months on one platform. Does that mean Nintendo are just going to sit back and just do nothing with Zelda going forward? I doubt that very much, because they respect their consumers enough to release new games. Why are you all simping over Rockstar Games profits? Why? I'd love to know. Let me know. Wacky Wacko, do you simp over Rockstar Games profits? Do you just lie there at night and just absolutely just lose your shit thinking of how much money Rockstar Games make? I don't. I mean, I think it's amazing how much money they make. Um, you know, but does it affect me financially or in any way? No, as I said, maybe it would benefit me and affect me if they had used that money to create a new game instead of half-arsed remasters of old games. Maybe if they had released a new game, then it would affect me. But right now, how much money Rockstar Games doesn't affect me in any way. The same goes for Nintendo and how much money they make on The Legend of Zelda, or how Final Fantasy makes money on their games, or any other company. Okay? The profits of a video game company do not affect me. I don't care. Just so long as they actually release new content. Just so long as they spend that money to create new content. Otherwise, I don't care. And new content are not remasters. Well, half-arsed remasters. No, I don't sing for profits. Good, Wacky Wacko. I'm glad you don't. I don't either, because I'm a gamer who just likes to play new games. I mean, can you imagine, like, the amount of Grand Theft Auto games that released on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2? I mean, from like 1996 to like 2006, that's 10 years. So in 10 years, we had GTA, the original, GTA London, GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, GTA Liberty City Stories, GTA Vice City Stories. That's 8 Grand Theft Auto games from the year 1996 to 2006. That's 10. So that's 8 GTA games. Yeah. Sorry, Grand Theft Auto 1, Grand Theft Auto London, Grand Theft Auto 2, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, sorry, GTA London, GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, GTA Liberty City Stories, GTA Vice City Stories. Yeah, that's 8 Grand Theft Auto games in 10 years. From 2013, when GTA 5 released, to 2023, this year, all we've gotten from Grand Theft Auto are re-releases of GTA 5 and the terrible half-arsed ports of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas. And as a company, Rockstar Games, they haven't released a new game since 2018. I mean, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about how lazy Rockstar Games are. Now, there's something I also want to talk about. I'm not sure if I should make a separate video for this. Maybe I actually will. Maybe I'll just kind of like tease this discussion here. But a lot of people don't actually understand the fact that the publishers of the Grand Theft Auto series are not Take-Two. Okay, the publishers of the Grand Theft Auto series are actually Rockstar Games, and the developers of the Grand Theft Auto series are Rockstar North. That's very important to understand. Take-Two Interactive are just the parent company of Rockstar Games. A bit like how Zanzimax are the parent company of Bethesda. So Bethesda have full creativity over games like the Elder Scrolls series and the upcoming Starfield. Obviously, you know, Microsoft is like the overall parent company, but you have to understand your business terms before you start saying things that are not true. So when people say, like when I speak out against Rockstar Games, apart from having people simp over Rockstar Games profits, I also hear stuff like, oh, blame Take-Two Interactive. Okay, I can understand where you're coming from, but you need to understand at the same time that Rockstar Games are the publishers of Grand Theft Auto, and they have control. They have created control over Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar North are the developers. They're the people who just make the game. And again, as I said, Take-Two Interactive, they're the parent company. So it's important to understand that. I may or may not make a follow-up discussion discussing that in more detail. But in this live stream, I would just love to know why people simp so much over the profits of Rockstar Games, considering they're not getting any benefit from those profits. They don't have any shares in Rockstar Games. They're not getting back any of that profit. At least I don't think they are. If they are, fair enough, but I would believe the majority of gamers don't. And as I mentioned, I mean, if the planets aligned and pigs flew into ice and went... If pigs flew into hell and went ice skating in hell, and Rockstar Games actually released a new game, but then maybe the success of Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online would benefit me, but right now it doesn't. The game has been up for 10 years, and Rockstar Games have been milking GTA 5 now for a decade as a result, and with the profits they've made from GTA 5 and GTA Online, they've literally done nothing with it apart from releasing half-arsed remasters. Like, that's not new content. That does not benefit me. It's just so pathetic and silly and hilarious just how much people simp over Rockstar Games profits. They don't realise how much of a fool they are making themselves look like. It's ridiculous. And listen, I mean, I will sit here and I will praise the success of a company as much as the next person does. But the difference is the majority of those companies that I speak about and their success, those companies release new content. Whereas Rockstar Games have not released new content in 5 years. 5 years. It's half a decade. I find it funny they released garbage remasters. It's, do you know what though? You hit the nail on the head. It's embarrassing for a company like Rockstar Games, the once great, glorious Rockstar Games that were behind the most controversial video game series on the PlayStation 1, Grand Theft Auto. And then when they revolutionized 3D gaming, you know, open space gaming, sandbox gaming with Grand Theft Auto 3. And then when they finished the PS2 era of Grand Theft Auto with San Andreas, you know, and now GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, it's embarrassing. You said it, Wacky. It's embarrassing. Then when you see GTA, the trilogy, the definitive edition, which had like, oh my days, the quality of those games were just so embarrassing. Like, we all know how that game turned out, okay? And now look at Red Dead Redemption. They're literally re-releasing a PS3, Xbox 360 quality game that released in 2013, 10 years ago. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, come on. Really? Jesus Christ. I said 2010, whatever it was. I think it was, I don't even know anymore. Like, the amount of money, like, this is the thing, like, these simps like to talk about how much money Rockstar Games have made from GTA 5, with GTA Online. Okay then, what have Rockstar Games done with that money other than sit on it? Like, what have they done? They obviously didn't put that much money into making GTA Trilogy, the definitive edition, a quality experience. They obviously didn't put that money into remastering or even remaking Red Dead Redemption. It's so funny. It's so funny. And I'm sure these same people will have a go at Nintendo when Super Mario RPG gets remade on Nintendo Switch in a few months. Oh, look at Nintendo remaking a SNES game. At least it's an actual remake, and at least in that same time frame, they're releasing Super Mario Wonder. What are Rockstar Games doing? Re-releasing a PS3, Xbox 360 quality game that's not even a remaster or a remake. And as far as new content is concerned, there is none. So you want to like have a pissing contest or whatever the hell you want to call it. Like you want to say like, you know, oh, this company is making more remasters than this company, and you know, you talk about how successful this company is, and you simp over that company. Why are you bashing Rockstar Games for then? It's quite simple. It's quite simple. Nintendo make a shit ton of money off games like Tears of the Kingdom, selling 18 million copies of Tears of the Kingdom in 2 months. But does that mean Nintendo are going to milk Tears of the Kingdom for a decade and do nothing with the Zelda series? Absolutely not. They have more respect for the consumers. Of course they're going to release a new Zelda game far less than 10 years. Whereas Rockstar Games, as I mentioned, have yet to release a new game since 2018. And all they're releasing are crappy remasters. And even Red Dead Redemption is not even a remaster. And then when you're waiting for someone to join the live stream and say, but Johnny, blame Take-Two Interactive. No, I won't blame them. They're a parent company. Rockstar Games acts independently. Just because they have a parent company doesn't mean they can't make decisions for themselves. It's a bit like when Zanzimat was a parent company of Bethesda. Every company has some sort of parent company at the end of the day. So yeah, Rockstar Games, they're the publishers of the Grand Theft Auto series. They're the publisher of Red Dead Redemption. They call the shots. The buck stops with them. Rockstar North are the developers. And as I said, Take-Two Interactive, they're just the parent company at the end of the day. So crazy because they butcher their games. Because it's crazy because Nintendo released Pikmin 1 and 2 ports for Switch, and then Pikmin 4 hype train at the time. Yeah, exactly. Like, Nintendo may have released Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Switch, but they released Pikmin 4 shortly after. The hype train held Pikmin 4, exactly. How are you, Nicole? As always, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming for another Rockstar Games discussion. This time I'm asking a question. I'd love to know why people simp over Rockstar Games profits. Do you simp over Rockstar Games profits, Nicole? Let me know in the live chat. And it doesn't have to be on the same scale or size of the Zelda game. Exactly. They could easily actually remake a classic 2D Zelda game in the style of Link's Awakening. Nintendo remade Link's Awakening a couple of years back on the Nintendo Switch, and it looked amazing and played amazing. It was an actual remake. It wasn't just a re-release of Link's Awakening. No, it wasn't. So you're right. I mean, people have a go at Capcom for like remaking Resident Evil 2, 3 and 4, and they complain about Resident Evil 3 remake saying it's crap. Well, at least there wasn't just a re-release of Resident Evil 3 on PS1. You know? People go on about how they re-released Resident Evil 1 remake and 0 remake and 4. Oh, look how many times they re-released 4 over the years. Like, at least when 4 came to Wii, it had motion controls. At least when it came to the likes of PS3 and Xbox 360, I think it was those consoles, I don't know, it had HD. At least when it came to the Switch, you could play on the go. So at least and they didn't charge 50 fucking euro. They didn't charge full price either. I mean, Rockstar Games are literally going to charge full price for a PS3 and Xbox 360 game. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, this is. I'm giving Rockstar Simps an opportunity to defend their actions, their behaviour, to explain to me why they simp so much over Rockstar Games' profits. I mean, to be fair, they simp over Rockstar Games in general, anyway, apart from their profits. You know, making Rockstar Games out to be the only video game company in the industry. Like the only people that can create good games. The only company that can create like genre-defining games or genre-defining and just new mechanics. And that's a load of bullshit. That's a complete load of bullshit. Right there. You know. But yeah, the fact is these people do not benefit whatsoever from Rockstar Games' profits. Oh, we have the legendary Coconut in the live chat. This man is not going to hold back. How are you, man? As always, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming for a Rockstar Games discussion. How are you keeping? My previous Rockstar Games discussion was about how lazy Rockstar Games are. The laziest company in the video game industry. They literally haven't released a new game in 5 years. Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018. That was the last new game that Rockstar Games released. In this discussion, I am talking about, well, I'm asking the question, why do people simp over Rockstar Games' profits? It's as if they're actually financially benefiting from Rockstar Games' profits. I mean, if Rockstar Games actually released a new game, then maybe we would benefit from Rockstar Games' profits, but they haven't, so we don't. Hello there, I told you many years ago, now man, that companies were getting lazier and lazier with remasters and re-releases. But it's not even that though. It's not even that though, man. It's like there's nothing necessarily wrong with remasters or re-releases. It's when you have a company who is releasing these re-releases and remasters that actually haven't released a new game in 5 years. Like maybe if they actually did release a new game this year and maybe the start of next year, then maybe you could justify them re-releasing games and ports. Do you know what I mean? But it's just the fact that you've got a company that is literally doing nothing for 5 years and for 10 years, for a decade, milking the one game. And you hear people saying, but Johnny, they're making so much money off this one game, why would they want to release a new game? Well, that's the case then. As I mentioned earlier, Rockstar, Square Enix, with Final Fantasy 14 online, Square Enix continue to make money from Final Fantasy 14 online. Does that mean that Square Enix haven't released any Final Fantasy games after Final Fantasy 14 online? No, of course not, because they made Final Fantasy 15 and they made Final Fantasy 16. So it's a silly kind of reaction, really. I think when people say that, like their logic is, if a company is making money off of one game continuously, why should they release a new game? So yeah, I mean the great Rockstar games, Coconut, have become a joke. They have become an embarrassment. I mean, other companies are going out there, redefining gaming. Other companies are going out there releasing new games. So yeah, they have definitely become a joke, and they've become an embarrassment. Coconut, do you simp over Rockstar Games profits? Let me know. Let me know in the live chat. I doubt you do. But let me know. I'm okay with it being 50. At least I didn't charging. I don't know though. I mean that's cool if you're okay with paying $50/euro for a PS3 and Xbox 60 quality game. I mean that's great. Do you know what I mean? I mean, who am I to say what you shouldn't spend your money on? But I just think they can do better for a company that has been milking GTA 5 and GTA Online for a decade. The amount of money they made, which these simps are quite happy to remind me of every time. Like you would think that they would actually put more effort into Red Dead Redemption to at least remaster it instead of just re-releasing it. I just think it's pathetic. But I'll wait for a look. Wait for sale on Switch, because handheld Red Dead would be also. That's a good point. Being able to play a game like Red Dead Redemption in handheld mode on the Nintendo Switch, like portably. Look, it's a great concept. At the end of the day, I won't lie. The day the guy that created GTA left Rockstar, they went downhill. He saw it coming. He did. Absolutely. Nintendo released an old game, a remake or remaster or a port. At least they have some effort into them. At least effort. One is a 3D All Stars, even if you get one on Mario. Exactly. I mean, at least they've put in the effort to make these games somewhat look better on actual modern Nintendo consoles. It's funny how Rockstar Games calls the PlayStation 4 a modern PlayStation console. Really funny. The Rockstar Games are literally saying, you can now play Red Dead Redemption for the first time on modern PlayStation console. Really? Like, come on. I have it on my Xbox already, man. Multiplayer is still on. So you have your multiplayer as well. That's something as well, like they're actually removing content. So imagine charging full price for a PS3, Xbox 360 game and removing content in the. So far, no Rockstar Games simp has joined the live stream to defend their simping. I wonder why, because there is no defending it. There is not. And I'm also surprised and disappointed that they didn't say, "Oh, blame Take-Two Interactive." It's not Take-Two Interactive. They're the parent company. A parent company. Just because you're the parent company doesn't necessarily mean that you get to have full control, creative control over the publishers. That's like a parent of an 18-year-old. Like, You know what I mean? That 18-year-old is still going to be independent and make independent choices, but like regardless of them being the parent. So Take-Two Interactive, yes, they're the parent company of Rockstar Games, but Rockstar Games are the publisher of Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. Rockstar North are the developers. They create the game. So the buck does stop at Rockstar Games and only Rockstar Games. And 4K, I don't think PS4 has it. Nope, doesn't. Full price, it is a joke. It's a complete joke. It's an absolute joke. And at that, I'm going to end the live stream. Rockstar Games are a joke. So thank you very much for watching and for listening and for taking part in this discussion. Maybe there'll be more Rockstar Games discussion live streams in the future, so look forward to that. Even funnier because Sega released Sonic Origins. While the collection is flawed, you're still getting Sonic's best games in your console or PC compared to the trash GTA remasters. Exactly. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next live stream.